how's it going? My name is Ruby Price.
My name's Beth.
And welcome to day 3 of Vlogmas.
Still did it. It'll do. I'll
do.
live with it.
It's an intro. So day 3 of Vlogmas, we still don't have an advent calendar, so I assume we start asking them questions by now. Yeah, it's getting bad.
Santa's gonna put us on the naughty list.
Yeah, definitely. Santa's definitely gonna put us on the naughty list if this video is too long. We're aware. And we're sorry.
We're trying.
So what are we doing today, Beth?
We're doing a friendship tag. Yay! We're friends. Let's ask questions about being friends with each other.
We're friends? I thought we were housemates.
Well, then you can start paying me to be in these.
I guess that qualifies as friendship.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've got a couple of questions, and some of them it's both of us kind of like answering on both of our behalves, and for some of them it's we're answering on the other person's behalf. And you'll figure it out.
It'll make sense.
It'll make sense. So what's the first question, Beth?
How did you and your friend meet? How did we meet? Do you remember? Because I do.
I remember.
We
were at a Mahatma gig.
Yeah, should we tell it from like each point of view?
Okay, go on.
So I turned up to, I think, the first gig I'd ever seen my boyfriend play. So this was the first time I was seeing him perform live, and he sort of turns to me like around the beginning of the night and goes, "Do you remember the ex I was telling you about that was ginger?" Because Ruby and my boyfriend actually went on a couple of dates about a year prior to me and him getting together. I think it was about a year, wasn't it?
I'd say it was about a year.
Yeah. So yeah, that was, and then I looked around and there was this beautiful ginger woman that made me feel very a little bit, what's the word?
Intimidated?
Yeah. I was like, oh, you saw her? Great.
you were intimidated by me?
Yeah.
Wow.
You kind of like know all your music stuff, and I just listened to music, and it was, yeah, I wasn't like intimidated like I thought you were like a threat, because obviously I knew that Josh was interested in me, so I was very comfortable in that, but I was like, oh, I'm so glad that your exes are so pretty. Wonderful. It's
a very similar story, however, I was obviously going to the Mahatma Raindrop gig because when me and Josh were dating, I went to some of their gigs and I was like, no, I really like these guys, they're good. So like, you know, even after, you know, we decided that it wasn't, you know, relationship material, I carried on going to gigs. And then there was this one gig about a year after we stopped dating where, you know, there was this little blonde girl. I think it was pre-gig, like he just kind of like said,
oh, hi, we're just talking about you.
Josh comes up to me, you know, in a friendly manner and is just like, oh, so this is Beth, she's my girlfriend. And I was like, cool, I'm going to talk to you for the rest of the night, and then I'm going to leave the gig early because I've got a bus to catch. I mean, like, I don't know, I don't know if you feel the same, but I feel like we both give off an air of like safeness. Yeah. So I feel like we just cling together a bit at gigs. It's nice to be next to someone who you've at least had one conversation with, and you just happen to be that person. Yeah. Any other day, and who knows?
Yeah, we might
not even be sat here right now.
I don't like that.
Friends ever since.
Yeah.
Next question. Describe each other in one word. Go on.
Driven.
Driven?
Driven. Well, I'm thinking about it, you're kind of like competitive, you're quite ambitious, and I just feel like driven encompasses all these things. You're quite brave, like you'll put yourself out there. Yeah, I just think driven encompasses a lot of other words I could use to describe you, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I can see that. For you, I'd say, like, I don't want to say artsy.
Artsy?
You're very hands-on. Yeah, I like... Hands-on with a hyphen. That's how I would describe you. Yeah. Like, you know, if there's a problem that requires like a physical solution, you will probably try and come up with it. Also, I like to be involved in things. I like to feel like I'm involved in things. Yeah. Like, I'll always contribute because... Even if it's something that you've got nothing to do with. Yeah. Like, if you're not contributing, you kind of feel a bit left out. Yeah, I like to be hands-on with things. Oh, okay, this is one where we need to, like, answer for each other. If you were ordering a pizza for your best friend, which toppings would they want? Well... For starters, it would be a Domino's pizza, I can guarantee that. It would basically be the vegan supreme, take away the tomatoes, take away the mushrooms, and add a shit ton of sweet corn. Yeah. So, what would it then have on it? A shit ton of sweet corn. Peppers. And red onion. Yes! Yeah. You're my pizza order. Well, and if we were ordering from Pizza Hut, it would be pepperoni.
Yes. I was just going to say pepperoni for you.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah? I miss pepperoni.
We should get pepperoni at some point. Maybe that'll be a video. We just eat pizza.
Christmas pizza. Hey, if it counts as a video.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments below. Would you watch a video of us just sat eating pizza and chatting?
Chatting shit, specifically.
Have you two ever had a fight? Why?
I don't think we've ever had a fight, but we've disagreed about things.
We tend to disagree more about, like, opinions and things. Like, I wouldn't say we ever really disagree about, like, you know...
Yeah, it's not like we disagree about, like, human rights or politics or anything. There's none of that, like, major stuff.
Like, every now and then, like, you know, they'll be like... You'll say that someone's not so bad, and I'll be like, nah, they're a complete and utter twat.
Yeah.
But, you know... I feel like every now and then I'll say... My brain doesn't engage before I speak.
Same.
So sometimes, like, I'll say things that, you know, Beth won't be, you know, particularly a fan of.
And vice versa.
And vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're quite good at that in this house, though. Like, I feel like the four of us that live here...
we all know that we're a little bit impulsive and we'll just say what's on our minds.
And we'll discuss it.
Yeah. And if there's ever, like, any, you know, harshness behind it, like, we understand that, you know, usually it's just taken, well, said wrong.
Yeah, so we have that kind of openness to be able to say, oh, actually that came out a bit weird, but then we'll talk about it. Okay, next question. You want to make a sandwich for your friend, what do you put in it?
Linda McCartney sausages.
And?
Hash browns.
No.
Well, for you, it's like scrambled tofu.
No.
What?
Linda McCartney sausages and vegan bacon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What, in the same sandwich?
Yeah.
But they're both expensive.
And? You're not making me a sandwich with 20p, you're making me a sandwich.
Alright, fair enough. I thought you preferred the Richmonds anyway.
I do like the Richmonds, but I think I marginally prefer Linda's. If I was making you a sandwich, I would also put vegan bacon in it, but I would put salt and pepper chips in there as well.
Well, that's interesting. But I wouldn't say no to it.
Yeah, you like a chip sandwich. And you like salt and pepper chips. So... What would you have if you were making you a sandwich?
If I was making me a sandwich, it would probably be the chorizo and red pepper and McCartney sausages.
You really like those.
I do really, really like them. They're like, you know, there's the normal Linda McCartney sausages. Richmonds are about here unless they're on like an actual roast or whatever, in which case they're about there.
Yeah.
And then you've got the chorizo and red peppers there. Last question. What is their dream job?
I'm gonna say that your dream job is presenting on BBC Radio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please hire me. Radio has always been something I want to work in. I developed the bug for it in doing student radio, and I honestly can't see myself with a future in any other industry, despite the fact that industry's disappearing.
I think BBC Radio should hire you because you're a really good presenter. Genuinely though, I'm not just you know, saying it, I really do.
Yeah. Your dream job.
I know what
Aren't you already in it?
No, I do really like my job, admittedly, I do really like my job, but it's not like my dream job. There's two that would be like acceptable.
Is it still in website? Is it still in web development?
Yes. My preferential role in both of these organisations would be web development.
Right.
But really for me it's more about the companies.
I honestly don't think you've ever told me your dream job.
No. I can tell you what my top dream job is and what the one that comes very slightly under it is.
Okay.
So I would like to be a web developer for the Yogscast, asterisk from home, because I wouldn't ideally want to move to Bristol, although I would move to Bristol for this job. Because I like it in the north, because, you know, the north. And then coming in ever so slightly under that is just literally anything on Dragon Age. Something I can do, ideally web development, on Dragon Age.
Just taking care of the Dragon Age website for when they eventually, like 20 years down the line, announce Dragon Age 4.
Yeah. Just because those are both kind of projects and companies that I'm really passionate about, and I think they both do a lot of good and provide a lot of entertainment, so yeah.
Yeah. I feel like, you know, we've expressed our friendship.
I feel like we know each other slightly better now.
Yeah, I now know your dream job.
I now know your dream sandwich.
We hope you enjoyed that. You're just going to try and do the outro with that on your head? This is going to go badly.
Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun YouTube stuff.
Generic. If you did enjoy this video, do that generic YouTube stuff. Like, share, comment, subscribe, etc, etc. How long can you keep a Caffè Nero cup on your head for? Beth's time was on the screen right now.
10,000 likes to kick me off the channel.
Yeah, we will see you tomorrow where we may or may not have an advent calendar. We hope we've got an advent calendar. But otherwise, leave some video idea suggestions in the comments below for us to keep doing until, you know, we have an advent calendar.
Not that we're running out of ideas or anything.
Yeah, not that we're running out of ideas or anything, but try and keep them to, like, short projects, especially.
Also, tell us whose Christmas jumper you liked the best today.
Do that. As always, I've been Ruby Bryce.
Oh yeah, I've been Beth.
And we'll see you tomorrow. Adios. Bye.